What's good, y'all? So, as y'all may know, if y'all have watched my channel for a while, y'all know I'm a big fan of deprecation, deprivation, right? It's like I really like to see what I can go without. Through all this, like these different experiments, and we're gonna get into them in a little bit, but throughout all these different experiments, I'm so thankful for everything that I have at this very moment. It's like when you go without, when you even whether it's by circumstance, whether it's by your control or by the world, there's been times where I had very little money, I was like, oh man, but now I'm happy that I have enough that I can get my parents stuff. I'm happy that I can just go out to any little restaurant I want to. I'm happy that I have the choice now to go because I know what it feels like to move without a lot of it. When it comes to personal decisions that I've made, I've eliminated the need for wasteful, useless sex. I've eliminated the need to watch people screw each other on the screen, aka pornography. Let's go ahead and keep this. Let's go ahead and sort it out like this. Since I started there, this is where we're going to go with it. Self-deprivation at the mind, body, and spiritual level, right? We'll just do it like that. So at the body level, I've deprived myself, quote, quote, of sex, of the need to watch pornography. What this has really done was it lets me appreciate a woman and appreciate her for more than just having a vagina. I appreciate a woman for how she walks, how she talks, how she articulates herself, how she lays down the baby hairs. Are her nails manicured? Is her skin clear? It's like if I can do it, I expect the same in return. Anything I ask of a partner is something that I myself do, or something that I'm working towards, but at the very least, it's already in my repertoire. So I have the right to ask for a woman with clear, natural skin because I myself carry on that characteristic. That also came from me saying I deprive myself. Don't get me wrong, when I'm not super health mode, I do have some little junk food from time to time. Gotta enjoy life a little bit. But when I get really serious like I am right now, it's like I treat my body is my temple. So I deprive myself of the junk foods, the fried foods, the things that just make you feel good for eating, the things that just give you that little surge of dopamine because you don't realize food is a drug. Why do you think the Food and Drug Association are together? The food and drug? How is a chicken breast and some Tylenol regulated by the same brand? That don't make no sense to me, right? It's almost like they're together. Anyway, it's like, so these are the things that I've learned by not doing this, but then also depriving myself of some of the good things, the things I think I enjoy are important. For the last month, I've been purposefully not exercising so I can feel the difference in my body. I do experiments like this all the time. I'm kind of back into my human test tube type of mode where I'm just putting my body through a bunch of experiments. And when I don't exercise, it's like my body automatically wants to move, so I've resorted to stretching. This is another way to get to know yourself a little bit more. When you let go of something, your body's going to try to fill in the blanks with something else. Now, you being the gatekeeper in your mind of what comes in and out of your brain, you need to tell yourself, okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to fix it, but I'm not going to let that one go through. For example, with my fast, it's like, okay, you're not eating, but you're not eating fruit. You're not eating vegetables. So you want some pie, you want some candy, right? My brain is trying to fill in the gaps to a new paradigm, a new habit, if you will, of not eating. But right now it's trying to fill in the blanks. That's why you need to have enough mental power, enough mental dexterity at the top to say to myself, yo, I see what you're doing. You're filling in the blanks, but those aren't the right answers. Keep on giving me new ideas and I'll let you know what works because I'm in control. This is something that self-deprivation has taught me at the physical level. Now, of course, I can go deeper, but to save y'all's time. The mental level. It's like for me, and recently especially, I've let go of negative music. There's at the point where I don't want to hear music. I want to hear my own thoughts. But whenever I do turn on the tune, it's usually a nice angelic female voice singing. I love her. I love her, like the artist name H-E-R, her. It's like I love her. I love Alina Baraz. I love me some Lana Del Rey. You know what I'm saying? It's like I love these type of stuff. And don't get me wrong, they could talk about their drama and whatever, but it's just so soothing to the soul. And but that's different from my, listening to my workout music, my XXXTentacion, talking about how all the haters want to see you fall, that gang stuff. You ain't gang. I ain't gang either, but I can listen to the song. It helps me work out, helps me do more push-ups. But a lot of that is low vibrational energy. And yes, there's a time and place for all of it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you need that little boost. But where I'm at right now, I don't want to. It doesn't fit with my vibration. My mentality wants calm. It wants peace. So I've taken away, the music I've loved my entire life. And I said, let me just go without it real quick. So at least when I do reintroduce it back into my world, it's like I have my purpose for it. Once again, purposeful living is a video I keep saying I need to make, and I'm probably going to make right after this. But nevertheless, it's like, even when I listen to it, okay, its purpose is to help me during this workout, to bring out that new energy, but right now, if I'm not doing that, why am I listening to it? Just like how mental discipline, I'm going to get rid of the self-deprivation I'm going to get rid of my bad habits. You could do it that way too. I'm going to get rid of my negative thoughts, because negative thoughts become negative things. So how about you get rid of those? But some of y'all don't realize how attached you are to negative thinking. And you're wondering why your life isn't moving the way that it wants to. You're wondering why your YouTube channel isn't blowing up, your Instagram followers aren't going up, why people aren't listening to you. Because your energy is what people feel more than just hearing your words. Whether or not they like what you're saying, that energy is going to keep them there or make them go away. So get your energy up, and then people will gravitate towards you. It's very simple. And the people that you need will gravitate towards you. The people that either need your help, or the people that will bring some type of knowledge or some type of information, something to better your life. They will come into your life. But it's all based off of your vibration. If you keep seeing nothing but failure, it all starts with you. Very simple. Once again, I could go deeper into that, and I will if y'all want me to, but we're just going to move on to the spiritual. Spiritual's a little bit different, at least the way I plan on thinking about it as it's in my head. But sometimes you do have to deprive yourself of the original way that you have been taught to think. We see men and women bickering, and it's like men and women shouldn't be bickering. It's usually the vocal minority of the boys and girls down there bickering and playing, and then all their rules like kind of spread onto everybody else that got their shit straight. But it's like at the spiritual level, when you get rid of all the bad stuff in your world, like for example, right? When you get rid of all the bad programming that you've been brought up with since a childhood, via your cartoons, via your parents, your bitter ass family, your bitter friends, all that type of stuff. Once you say, you know what, y'all might be right, but let me just go on a route where I completely get rid of that, and I move forward to what I'm thinking about, what I'm looking at. It's like that's when the soul gets to speak. And when you deprive yourself of all the things that take you away from your soul, then you're going to get, well, then what's left? Well, everything that's taking me away from my soul, listening to that inner voice, is now gone. I've deprived myself of that. Now my soul can speak. Now with me and newly in tune with my soul again, my spirit, whatever, it's like, now how much of that do I want to let back into my life, if any? You now have that decision because you have guidance now. You're tapped into something other than just you. You're tapped into the unseen forces, aka metaphysics. Physics is just studying the things that happen on this planet, that things that they can be measured. Metaphysics is the stuff that can't be. Until science catches up with it, metaphysics is always going to be a step ahead, no matter what you can quantify. But anyway, it's like when your soul is happy, you're happy, because your soul, what I've learned, is magnetic. So if your soul is happy, and what's that going to magnetize? Like attracts like. So you're going to be happy all the way around. Yes, we all have our imperfections, but it's those imperfections that make you perfect. There's always something to improve upon. There's always something to bring on, and there's always something to let go. But I've learned is even the things that you like let's just say you like, for me, I like exercising. I like snacks. I like these things. How much better will your world be? Are you being complacent with that thing that you like? You're just staying in your comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have to even test the things that you like, the things that are productive in your world. See what your life is like without them. If your life feels useless or meaningless right after doing something like that, then you might want to bring that one back in, but at least you tested it. A lot of people need to do this with their own beliefs, whether it be religious, whether it be political, whether it be dietary, whether it be whatever. You have your old way of thinking. Deprive yourself of your old way of thinking, the old way of thinking that has been pushing you in this direction, and just see what life is like from those hippy dippy people, from those crystal talkers, from those damn dirty vegans. Let me see what the liberals are talking about out there. Let me see what the Republicans are talking about. Wait, that actually makes sense. Wait, am I in the wrong political party? I think both of them are some bullshit, but whatever. It's like, teach their own. It's like, wow, I thought they were just rocks, but I feel very calm, or I had like a tremendous amount of ideas when I was dealing with this amethyst, right? The rock, with this moldavite rock thing. Well, since I've learned so much about it, I have a newfound respect for it. I'm not going to call them just rocks. I'm going to call them crystals. I'm going to call them tektites. I'm going to learn more about this because I now see the power. None of that would have happened if you didn't get rid of the past. You see what I'm saying? So self-deprivation is definitely a very powerful tool in your journey. And I hope y'all, challenge yourselves to go into the darkness, go into the wild, go into the unknown and experiment with it. To the next one.